Oh, good.
New booms.
So I think, um, I'm, I'm pretty sure that I have managed to fix all of your screw ups here.
What do you
I,
mean screw ups?
well, I don't know what the hell you were doing this morning. Um, yeah, I think I got it. We're all set. We're all set. I figured it out.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think so.
Tell me
What
when.
are you going over the schedule now?
Tell me when you want to go.
Um, who said
What the hell day is today, anyways?
we're not going anywhere? I decided that we're going to go live first for a little bit.
Okay,
So, are you ready for
I'm
that?
ready.
Oh, well, that's good.
Okay.
Look into the camera and smile pretty because you're already live.
Are we really live?
Yes.
What if I have to take a poop?
Well, you're going to have to squeeze it.
This is. Are we serious? Are we really live? See, I don't.
Yes, I'm very serious.
Okay,
I
because
decided to
I
make
don't.
sure that we were all set, so I went
I
live.
I don't know because I'm not. This is really strange for me being over here. I'm not sure that. Yeah, this is not my
Well,
thing.
that's why you're over there. I thought it would be a bit comical to do that to you.
Do you know what you're doing? You're making me really nervous.
I do. I do know what we're doing.
I can't even see the monitors.
Tough.
I can't see anything of what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, that was the entire purpose of doing this to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So,
Raylene is driving. She is in the driver's
I'm
seat.
driving.
Are you buckled?
Are you buckled?
I'm.
Just curious.
God.
You know,
This is like I feel so weird right now. This is.
it's gonna be okay, dear. It's gonna
Okay.
be okay.
Which is the better side? The right side? The right side?
So,
The left side?
well,
It's the better side?
truthfully,
Yeah.
um,
Neither?
well, I don't know. Try it again.
Yeah. Left side?
Yeah, that's all right. That's good. Yep.
What do you think of the hair today?
I love it, actually.
Yeah?
It's a little funky, out of control.
I need to get a cut before Saturday's Battle in Barry 6.
That's this Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night up at the Barry Auditorium.
Wow.
A bunch of guys going to be beating the shit out of each other up there.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll be the short, fat guy in the tux again.
That got here really quick, actually. It really did.
But I
we
can't-
we have tickets here. I wonder if people know that we have tickets here.
We need to let them know that if they're... Because a lot of... You know this. A lot of people wait to the last minute before they make plans.
I do know this.
But Saturday night, I think we all know that that's just a few days away. So if you want to go to the Battle in Barry 6, I think we only... And don't... Rex is going to be on tomorrow morning at 9. So don't quote me on this, but I think... I don't want to say sold out if we're not sold out because then Rex will beat me up. And I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't
it would
think
be a
I don't think
bloodbath.
they're sold out. I think they still have some left, but not a lot.
We have the
Right?
general admission
We do.
$40 tickets
Plus tax.
right here. Plus
Right
tax,
here. Yes.
which is like whatever.
And if you need to get tickets before Saturday, and it is outside of studio hours,
Yeah, just
you
just
can
to-
Facebook pay me, Raylene.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture of your ticket.
Yeah.
And they'll be at the door.
Yeah, they'll
waiting
be at the
for
door
you.
waiting for. We're not mailing anything.
At this point,
Yeah.
no. So there is a chance with things as close as they are that you will want them outside of studio hours.
Okay.
I am local. I will be here tonight
Yeah.
for a little while with the Berry Beat, so I could help somebody that wanted to pick them up at after 5:00
Sure.
after work hours if
Sure.
that were the case, or they can call 802-505-8093 and I'll try to make arrangements. But if you want to just Facebook pay, and I'll snap you a picture of your ticket and
Okay.
leave it at the door.
Yeah. I mean, what's today again? Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Okay. So,
We're cruising.
yeah, it's
this
going to be
week.
here. Tomorrow's going to be, this is when things really start to bottleneck. Tomorrow will be twice as busy as today.
And
then
Rex will be here tomorrow
Yeah.
giving away tickets.
Yeah.
One, I believe, is a big deal set of tickets to Front Row.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me
and
that
then-
tomorrow morning. Yes.
yeah.
Front row seats.
I won't be here tomorrow. Do you remember that?
I forgot that.
So tomorrow and Friday, I'm going to go work at Brave. I'm going to be
yes, you did tell me
opening and closing the store
Yes,
for Rebecca.
yes.
So I'll be over there for. I'm like.
that. That's great. That's
I'm trying
really
on
cool.
all kinds of different hats, I guess.
So
this
you're
week.
driving the bus here at the Aired Out podcast, and then you're going to be driving the bus over at Brave
I am
Thursday and Friday, both days.
Thursday and Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, you're off on Friday. So
Yeah.
while you're running around and getting all groomed up and prepared
Yeah.
for
Haircut.
Saturday,
hmm
yeah, I'll be over there slaving away. So
Okay.
if you're running through town, you guys could always stop and bring me a coffee, you know.
You could.
Yeah.
You could do that.
No, you could.
Oh, I could. Yeah. So the fact that you're not going to be here tomorrow means I'm going to get a ton of shit done, which is that's awesome.
That's funny. That's really funny.
We should also mention about the Battle in Barry 6. You've seen it on it's. I mean, Rex has got the whole back of the world newspaper covered in that. It's blasting everywhere. We've been talking about it for months now. We'll find out tomorrow what the final card is. As you know, things can change quickly in the amateur MMA world. But we got a couple of pro fights. This
Yeah.
is going to be like really
I heard it's going to be a lot more intense than
the last one,
the last
which
one,
was
which was
intense.
intense.
My God.
And that was the first time. That was the first time that I had ever been to a fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
there's-
it was pretty intense. I was, yeah.
I see that, you know, it's almost like there's two types of females in the amateur
Be careful.
MMA world.
Be careful.
I'm being very careful.
Two types: the type that can kick JD's ass, and the type that can twist him up, kick his ass, and leave him breathless on the floor.
That was very well said, but that's actually not what I was thinking.
Oh,
The two types of like ladies that are there are the type A of punch him in the face,
we heard that
Kill
from
him.
one mom.
kill him, kill him. You know, there's that kind, and then there's the other kind, which I think is
Me.
kind of like you, which is the mom. It's, oh, come on, boys, stop it. Just stop it. Don't hurt him like that. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Oh my God, are you okay?
Are you okay?
When they get out of the
Let
ring.
me make you some
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
God. Hey, we have a couple of birthdays today, but before I
do?
get into before though, you know, let's just remind viewers, listeners, Raylene's in the driver's seat today. She's pressing the buttons and doing everything, which
And
I'm not. Which
JD's
I'm not
scared.
used to. That's.
If you hadn't screwed the computer up and then you would have been over here and I would have been over there, but we had to change seats for a minute. And
yeah.
then I thought, well, what the hell? If I'm over here, I might as well just.
Well, we're
Do
far enough
this.
that you can't smell my breath. So, with that said, let's do some birthdays today. Aaron Flynn, and if you know any of these people, which you probably do because you know everyone, Raylene, stop me. Phil Lord, Donna Butler Welch. We will not say that she's 57 today.
That's good.
Jan Trepanier, Tina Ash.
Yeah.
You know Tina?
I know Tina and I know Jan.
Middle name
No.
or hyphen Ruel.
Yeah.
Did you know that too?
That I do
Oh.
know.
You know everything.
Yeah.
Do we want to say how old Tina is?
Probably not.
All right.
She's a tiny girl, but she's fierce.
Badass?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to move right past
It may, you know.
Yeah, I won't say that she's 53.
Okay.
Frank Massey. You know Frank Massey.
I do know Frank Massey.
The FM Garage, right?
Yeah. How old is he?
Frank Massey? I actually don't have a number on Frank. But what are you going to try to find out how old Frank is?
No.
Oh, he's just looking for
I'm
coffee.
drinking my
Okay.
coffee. In my aired out cup
He's a
that's
cool
better
dude.
than your aired out cup.
Whatever. I
Maybe.
love. Is the
I
camera
know.
here?
It is
I
there.
love this
Of
mug.
course it's there.
I love this mug. Thank you.
You're
Who
very
made
welcome.
this, by the way? Who made this?
Val over
Over
at
at Yipes?
Yipes.
Awesome.
Wait until you see the ones that she's making up for us to give some of our special guests.
Really?
Yeah, we have some special mugs.
I don't know
coming.
what you got. What you're up to? I don't know what you're doing half the time.
They're pretty cool. I actually told you
No,
a
you
little
didn't.
bit about it, about what I had, and
Oh, the
in
hell
my
you
mind.
did.
I did
No, you didn't.
tell you what I had in mind that I thought would make a super cool cup
Okay.
that was in our logos inclusive.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You don't remember.
No.
That I'm not shocked by that. You don't remember shit.
Back to Frank Massey.
Mm-hmm.
Cool dude. Like talking to this guy. Who does he look like? Who does he look like?
I don't know.
Clearly looks like. And
Who
you
do
know
you
what?
clearly look like?
I don't know who the hell I look like. I
Bullshit. I sent you the
I
side by
don't know.
side.
Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Frank Massey looks like Frank Zappa.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. He does. He looks exactly like Zappa.
Sure.
Let's see. Who else do we have? Lori Gray, 59. Bill Waz on the list today, 32. Paul Sayers, 51. Eliza French, who I've known since she was,
Little girl.
I don't even know. 3, 4, 5 years old, somewhere in there. Last time I saw her, she was like 20-something. Made me feel old as hell. Eliza, happy birthday to you. Usually, what was I going to say here? We try to, and I'm going to get the calendar of the National Day. We usually try to say what the day is on the podcast. National, Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's a calendar. I'm going to try to get the calendar so that I can always know what National Day it is here in America. Today, in the state of Vermont, is Recovery Vermont Day.
Yes.
Recovery Day in the state of Vermont, February 16th. And there's a lot that's going on in the state that's going to be involved. And if you would like to know all of which is happening in Vermont, get on recoveryvermont.org, which has kind of a schedule of some of the events that are taking place.
The majority of which are Zoom.
Yes.
And they go through until 1 p.m.
Yes.
And you can participate in all of those.
Yeah.
Or some of them.
It's for everybody, too.
It is. Yeah. Parents of, family of.
Right.
And people struggling with substance abuse disorder.
Right. And even if you're not, just put it on and have it on in the background. Put your earbuds on it because
as a community member.
Yeah, you might learn something. Mm-hmm. And I'll be the first to tell you that I really haven't had any substance abuse or use or overuse or whatever the correct term is these days in my family and in my life. But I have learned so much about recovery and addiction since I met you
and our guest this afternoon.
God.
And
the
Paul
guest,
Brody.
Yes.
And so Dottie Moffat, who we've had a few times now, is going to join us at 2 today. So after Recovery Vermont wraps their stuff up at 1, take a little breather.
Yeah.
And then please join us and
At
Dottie,
2.
yeah, and Dottie's gonna, excuse me, talk about where we're at stat wise, how important community involvement is,
Yeah.
and where we kind of stand with that, especially coming out of a world where everything has been Zoom for so long, and some
Sure.
things remain that way.
Sure.
And also that recovery does not look the same for everyone
Well, even more now than ever.
than ever. And
I've
I
learned
think,
that.
and I think that even the people that work closely with the issue have learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
They've learned that, and I believe that we've heard Dottie say that and maybe even Paul and Rick, that we have learned a lot from the situation because they found that people were actually more apt to go to meetings via Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
And that they felt it was way more personal, and it was easier to have a job and a family and attend. If they didn't have a vehicle,
Sure.
it was easier to attend. While others really fell apart by not having the human aspect of it, the
Yeah.
contact. And so I think it really opened the eyes to many just how different it needed to be for some.
It kind of, I'll be honest with you, it kind of almost bugs me in a way a little bit of how clueless I was personally to all of the different tentacles that can come out of addiction prior to doing this podcast. I mean, of course, I knew, as we all do, that we've got a problem here in Vermont. I mean, we've got a problem everywhere, but I've never learned so much that I have about recovery in the last year or so here, just doing this podcast from North Main Street in Barrie, about all of the different avenues that come into play with addiction. It's kind of like addiction as the stamp is kind of like the like a Portuguese man of war, or like a giant jellyfish, and then you have all of these tentacles that come off of that infiltrate themselves into different parts of our lives and our families and our friends and our job and our car and our insurance. And my God, I mean, look at Working Fields. We had Mickey on with us, who started this amazing organization where he's trying to get people who are coming out of prison, out of the
Still dealing with recovery issues, or
Still
are
dealing with it.
in recovery.
Of course, it's not like if you go to a correctional facility, you're going to come out clean without any cravings. But bringing these people back,
Right. If anything, the anxieties of it all
Of
and
course.
re-entry
Right.
that could possibly trigger
happens all the time.
someone going backwards
It
all
happens
the time.
all the time.
All
And,
the time.
I mean, happened to one of Sherilyn's friends in England.
It's
You know,
happened to my son.
right.
You know,
Exactly.
you doing great. Everything's
Right.
rolling
Everything's
along,
going
and
great.
everything's going great, and bam,
Right.
Yeah.
And it can be a couple of weeks, it can be a couple of months, it can be a couple of years.
it can be a couple of years.
Sure. But to get folks back into society, to be a productive member, to get them back into the workforce and be responsible and be able to kick these habits and be a reliable employee, maybe start their own business. But I mean, we've heard a whole ton of success stories over the last year here.
Oh, but
Oh my
yeah,
God!
absolutely.
I mean, look at Benjamin.
And I believe that we not only have we heard success stories, but we have heard over the last couple of years that what is evolving, and the fact that there are so many more groups available and community getting involved and, uh,
Yeah.
really trying to focus on learning.
Yeah. And the Central
It's
Vermont
the
Prevention Coalition.
Exactly.
I mean, they're just dialed in.
And they've held a couple of forums that the
Yeah.
community could come to, ask questions. I participated in the last one. I would have loved to see far more
Yeah.
people there. And hopefully we will get to a time when maybe we could hold something like that in the auditorium and have people come.
Open forum,
And
yeah.
open forum.
Live audience.
I mean, they've done that before the legislature many times. And
I'm taking notes here.
I think
I'm taking notes.
That's good. You may need them.
I have to.
But Sunday night, Steve McKenzie was with the guys at Barry Beat for a while, and he touched on substance abuse a little bit within the city, and actually talked about the task force within the city police department, which I didn't know they had. I'm happy that they have it, and I'm proud that they have it. And I think that what I would like to say in regards to that is that on many posts and many times, especially here, you hear catch and release, catch and release. And that does happen. But I think it's important that people know that the task force, and one point that Steve made that is extremely important, is that they're not just not doing anything. That if we don't want catch and release, then we want them to take the time, do the investigation, dot all their I's, cross all their T's, and make the arrest so that there's a case.
Yeah.
If they don't have a case, then the arrest is just that. It's it's an arrest. It's a catch and release, slap on the wrist. Don't understand the entire dynamic. Maybe they don't even arrest the person that is bringing it here. I know from experience in dealing with all I've dealt with in the last several years that the majority of the people that are arrested here are people that are selling to support their habit.
Yeah.
They're not the big guy.
Sure.
They're not, they're just not. Sure. Are there some of those here too? Absolutely. But investigation is really important. And I was very happy to hear about that. And I wish they would come in here and talk to us about that and explain more about what they do, who does it.
The task force?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that it's important that the community knows that they do exist and what they do, what their goals are, who's involved. Is Washington County Mental Health involved?
Yeah.
When somebody is arrested, even through investigation, are services sought? Are they going to jail and not getting treatment while they're there? Is there treatment available?
Yeah.
Where is their time best suited? There's so many questions and so many things.
Do you know when the Central Vermont Prevention Coalition is coming back on to air?
I do not know. I know that right now they're doing those forums in a lot of different towns.
Okay.
I know that they've been extremely busy, end of year, start of the new year with, and they're run on grant money. And so just, I'm assuming right now that's why we have not been able to nail down a date, is
Okay.
because they're trying.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we come up with things and then it doesn't work. And
Yeah.
um,
And they've been on once before, I think,
yes,
kind of a little bit towards the inception of the Prevention Coalition, but
yes,
it's a massive, massive umbrella.
it is. It's huge. It's
Huge.
not just Central Vermont Medical Center.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Oh,
lot
it's
of
huge.
people.
Well, this is great stuff. And what was written here is, I have to read this. We're going to hear from Vermont's political leaders, recovery centers, statewide recovery resources such as recovery housing, employment, corrections, and a lot more. Awards are going to be presented to champions and leaders in the recovery movement today during some of these Zoom events. Again, recoveryvermont.org if you want to register to partake in some of these Zoom meetings. I don't want to say meetings, events that are taking place today.
They're events. They're a way to celebrate
Yep.
recovery.
Yep.
Recognize recovery, recognize the people and the groups that help
Sure.
so much.
Yeah.
Uh,
Provide some
and
inspiration.
then also provide the community with resources to learn more.
Yeah. My
Mhm.
God, we all have to. We all have to learn about this. It's funky. It's complicated.
It is. It's very complicated.
So again, recoveryvermont.org if you want to learn more, if you want to get involved today, no matter who you are, or frankly, where you are. It doesn't matter. Just be part of it today if you can. Again, till 1 o'clock. So I think they started at 9 this morning. So if you get on recoveryvermont.org, you can link up with one of these Zoom events
Yes,
today.
and
So
things are going right straight through until 1 p.m.
yeah.
And then take a little break
Yep.
and join us here at 2.
At 2 with Dottie Moffat. So just tell our listeners who may not be familiar with Dottie Moffat, just give like a 30-second thing on who Dottie is and how much ass she kicks.
Well, it's hard to sum Dottie up in 30 seconds for sure. To me, Dottie is one of the most amazing women I have ever met in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
To me, she's everything. I do not know how I would have gotten through the last several years
Yeah.
without her. She is a one-on-one counselor.
Licensed recovery coach?
Licensed,
Is that the...
not coach. She's a therapist. She is
Therapist,
a
okay.
licensed recovery therapist.
Got it.
Or substance use disorder therapist. And she just is someone who goes above and beyond. It is literally
Yeah.
her life.
It is. It's who she is. The fact that she willingly will literally get into the trenches
And she does.
with her, I guess
She has-
clients, for lack of a better term.
She has jumped in her car in the middle of the night and driven
Yeah.
a couple of hours
Right.
to get somebody out of a hotel room
Yeah.
and into
She's never clocked out. Is
therapy.
she? Never.
She never is, which is, I mean, I've called her at 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and she's walked me through and some pretty difficult times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Extremely difficult
And that's
times.
just you. That's just
and
one
that's
person.
just me. And I know that she has definitely touched many others, and I'm sure that there are many others like her.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure that it's possible that there's anyone just like her.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's amazing.
and sometimes it worries me for her.
Yeah.
Because I, as someone who has done hospice care
Yeah.
and cared for people as they were dying.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as a very similar circumstance that
Well,
y-
it's extremely intimate. It's a
yes,
really
and
private,
the
like,
weight
yeah,
is enormous
yep,
and one that I can't even imagine. I
yeah,
mean, I know the weight I carry
yep.
with just my son. She carries the weight of
We're
so
gonna ask her how she
many.
does it today. We're gonna
Yeah.
ask her how she does it.
I hope she has a therapist.
We're gonna find out today.
Yeah.
At least
I
we're
know
gonna
she
ask her.
drinks coffee, lots
My
of
God.
coffee, and she may even drink more than I do, if
Yeah.
you can believe that. I mean, I know.
And she also is a ridiculous
Red Sox fan?
Red Sox fan.
She is.
So,
Yes.
um, anyway, we're gonna have fun with Dottie
We
this
are.
afternoon. 2:00.
We are. And we have some other things happening.
Yeah.
We are going to go. You're going to take me over to the Rainbow Community Center
Yeah, we're gonna go over
to
and
check
visit
that
today.
out.
Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce is meeting over there at noon today.
Yeah.
We're going to get them introduced up with Greg and
Which is
AKA
great.
G. If you ever hear us say G, that's who we're talking about.
Right. Greg
you know,
Milo.
Sometimes we might say homie G, but usually it's Greg. For
Where the hell did that come from?
What was that, JD? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
No, he's a homie G. We're gonna have a busy day. We also are gonna run over to CW Creative. I don't know if you knew that, and possibly Emsley's.
I know that because I told you that that's what we're doing.
Well, I told you about the CW Creative. You told me about Emsley's. We're gonna be all over the place today. My God, Jesus.
Oh my God, what am I gonna do with you?
I just we're going to run down a couple of Vermont stories here.
Yes,
in
please
just
do.
a second. But I got to tell you, man, I'm starting to, and it's not easy. It's actually quite difficult because, as you know, Raylene, and Sherilyn knows, when I'm on the fly when most of the time. I mean, I'm just running around. I got 3 things in my hands. I'm talking about 5 things, and I'm
And forgetting the first two.
forgetting the first 2.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I've got this little girl, Lily, who's now 7 years old, and the things that are coming out of this child's mouth are stopping me in my tracks and pulling me back into they're just shaking me out of my fog sometimes. She'll say things to me that just literally I will stop and I'll be like, "Oh my God, I cannot
Where
believe
did that come from?
Where is this coming from?" And I honestly, how many times have you seen me fumble for a pen to find a pen
To write what she has said down.
or to write anything down?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's like, "Oh my God, give me a pen. I need a pen."
Right.
I've thought about having a pen around my neck as a necklace so that I always have one.
Yeah.
But she is starting to say some things to me. And Lily's a freaking hoot.
Mm-hmm.
She's starting to say some things to me that are so entertaining to me, and I just need to write them down, and I think I might
Absolutely.
have I think I might start. I don't know.
So do you have a something recent that she
I do. Yeah, I think I might.
Let us have it.
I might start like a thing of like Lily's line of the week or something like that, because she's got
Lilyisms.
Lilyisms. I mean, she's just. I want to save these so that she can go back and read these when she's 18, 20, whatever. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
And you know Lily so well, so you're gonna love this.
I'm ready.
Last Saturday morning, early in the morning, like early, I'm up with Lily. Mom's still sleeping, and she comes down and I have this written here on my phone because I have to
Right.
capture this. She's down in the kitchen with me, and I'm starting to make breakfast and got the coffee going. I'm gonna cook some eggs up. She says, and the drama. She's the drama queen, and obviously she gets that
She's
from
calling
her.
you the drama queen?
No, I'm saying that she's a drama queen
Oh.
because she gets it from her mother.
Oh, God.
She
Okay.
looks at me and she says with this face, the eyebrows are in like this. I mean, this is really traumatic here. Does it-
Mhm.
She says, "Dad," looks right at me. "Dad," she takes a deep breath. "We've got a problem." And I'm like, me. Oh my God, what's going on? What did you flush down the toilet?
Right.
She says, "We have an emergency. And I'm quoting here. There's a volcano inside my stomach, and it's extremely hot. I need to cool it down with ice cream."
Well, of course.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and she's
Well,
manipulating a 51-year-old man.
and did it work?
It did not work this time. Sometimes it does. I'm the sucker. Sherilyn, you can't get anything by her. 50% you can get by me.
Well, I figured you decided that you were going to serve you each up a bowl and have it for breakfast just so you could get
that
away with
has
it as
happened.
well.
That has happened, but
Yeah.
at some point I need to
I'm not shocked.
I need to grow up a little bit at some point. But yeah, volcano inside my stomach, and it's extremely hot. I need to cool it down with some ice cream.
Yeah.
And it's an emergency. It has to
It's
happen.
always an emergency.
It
I
has
love
to
it when
happen
she says
right
that.
now.
I love it when she says it. She does say that a lot. It's an emergency.
The other
I
one,
love it.
I know. The other one, and I wrote this down, and it's real simple. Usually these are in the car when we're driving down the road. That's when the left brain, right brain, she starts to get into the curiosity, and she starts throwing questions at me. Here's the next one. Ready? "Dad, when I was born, did I have any clothes on?" And I said, "No, Lily, when you were born, you were naked." And she said, "Did you see my boobs?"
Oh,
This one was yesterday, and I'll give you the one this morning. But yesterday she
Too
said,
funny.
"Dad, there are 2 boys at school who have a crush on me. I can just tell. I'm trying to decide which one I should pick. Can you help me?" And then this morning, and she said this one to Sherilyn this morning too. "Dad, there are 2 boys at school that are giving me kissy eyes." I said to Lily, "What do you want me to do about it?" She says, "I want you to come to school and beat them up." I said, we're first graders here. I said, "Well, Lily, I'm a little too old to beat up little kids, and I would probably get into a lot of trouble." And she thought about it, and then she looked up at me, and Sherilyn doesn't even know this part. She looked up at me and she said, "Okay, I understand. I'll ask Mom." I mean, but she's legit, man. She's like,
yes, straight face. She's being very serious.
Straight-faced.
With you. Absolutely. So
I'll ask
legitimate
Mom.
concerns. Well, she knows who wears the pants. Let's just face it.
God, I love it.
Yeah, is she still liking to brush her teeth? Is what I want to know.
Can I go get that thing? Can I
Of
go
course you can.
I'm
It's your
gonna
show.
I'm gonna go get this.
You go do whatever you want to do.
Tell him, set it up. Set it up.
He's forgetting whose show this is, and that he can do whatever he wants, I guess.
Raylene got this for Lily for
Go ahead.
Christmas. This is the most badass thing that I have experienced in a long, long time, and Lily has experienced. You started telling me about this. You're like, I'm going to get her the Hum toothbrush. I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about, Raylene?
Uh-huh.
You ordered this Hum. We're giving Colgate, obviously, a huge plug
Shout out.
right now.
Yeah.
And we're not getting
Don't
paid.
worry, they're going to send us millions for it.
They are.
Yeah, they're just going to love this.
They don't know. I mean, we're giving them a huge plug. They don't even know about this.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Not
the
a word.
CEOs at Colgate are not listening right now.
No.
But Raylene got this thing. I don't know how you heard about this, but the Hum toothbrush. And it's basically a toothbrush that's got like some little sensors or something
Mm-hmm.
in the bottom of the toothbrush. And then you download this app on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And the app, your phone sits in a stand right on the sink.
Bluetooth compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it brings up this video, and it's all the kids and the characters and everything. And then it brings up the teeth and the jaw, and it opens and closes, and it shows you all the teeth. And then there's like this creature that goes into the mouth and like helps direct you as to which teeth to brush.
Mm-hmm.
And there's music that plays, and then there's like these like a video game. There's like these yellow stars that come flying out of the mouth, and every time
As you brush, right?
As you brush.
So you're brushing and you're earning points.
you're earning points because the sensors in the bottom of this toothbrush are pinging off of the yellow things that are coming out of the screen, and it's going ping, 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 and your points are counting up, but you got to keep, you got to follow where to change. You go over to the other side of the teeth, up and down, left, right, and I think it's like 2 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever it is, it's how long you're supposed to be brushing your teeth.
Right.
Which, let's be honest, I mean, Lily was brushing for like 30 seconds.
And in fighting, having to do it, right?
Fighting.
Right. She did not like to brush her teeth.
Horrible fights.
Mm-hmm.
Hates brushing the teeth. Now, looks forward to it. Literally is like, what time are we gonna brush our teeth?
Right. It's perfect. It's perfect. And the little pictures that she can take when she's all done, the ones that she sent me,
Yeah.
Are so damn cute.
Well, we have to send them to you all the time.
You can change. She can change the way her face looks.
Yeah.
We're getting some weird sound all of a sudden. She can change that.
Yeah. And did you know that there's an adult version too that you can get so that you can compete with your kid?
Are you buying a pink one?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided. It's a big decision.
Maybe you'll get one for
I'm not
Easter.
there yet. This thing is so freaking awesome every night.
Yeah.
Can you see it on camera okay?
Yes, absolutely. We can see it okay. And she loves to send the videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, she
and
just
tell me
absolutely
her
loves it.
score. Yeah. She's kicking my butt.
Hey, what did I do with my Roger Hill forecast? Is it right in front of you? It is.
It is.
I left it over there by accident. We got to give forecast info first. Let's just round out a few of the stories that are trending in Vermont today. There are a couple of big ones, and then Raylene is going to tell you what's coming weather-wise, which is going to get funky for travel on Friday. But I think one of the biggest stories in Vermont right now, that's trending anyway, that we started to see yesterday was the Vermont Secretary of State Jim Kondos. He's decided not to seek re-election this fall. I think there's some people that are surprised by this, and I think there's a good number that are not surprised by this. I would be running, not walking. That's just me, man. We're all different. But he spent over a decade as Secretary of State managing the election system, and frankly, what better time to get the hell out than
Agreed.
right
now. Yeah.
Oh man, he has helped the state election system be more accessible, and he's done a lot of great work, but he is bowing out. Whoever's going to fill his shoes is going to have some big shoes to fill. So that's that. That's a big story, and you can read about it more. Of course, it's in the Times Argus. The state is going to, and this is another one. I don't know what you have to say about this, but the state's going to allow schools with high vaccination rates to basically
unmask.
to end their mask mandates at the end of February, which is
They have to be at 80% vaccinated, I believe.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is in like what 15 days, somewhere less.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's only a 28-day month, so.
Governor Phil Scott says schools with vaccination rates over 80% will be allowed to end the mask mandates. But how long will it stay 80%? Then it drops to 70%, and then we got the masks back on.
The vaccination rate would drop. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't. It's just funky.
I don't.
It's funky, man.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like,
know that can happen.
Well, I know, but I mean, but then, all right. So we've ended the masks because we're at the 80% vaccination, and then we've got numbers that are ticking up in the school for cases.
Right. So
Then
if the
what do we
number,
do?
yeah, if the cases go up, yeah,
Then we bring the mask mandate back.
yeah.
Says kids will need to get back to normal.
Tough
as they've been-
choices for
yeah,
sure.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
I wouldn't want to be making them.
The data on which schools will be qualified to drop the mask rules should be released by the state next week. We'll be watching that story. We'll be watching. Raylene will be watching. She's a frickin' news hound. This is Raylene.
Whatever.
There's a
At least
story
I
out there.
don't
I'm
have
gonna
my
find it.
head up my ass most of the time.
The dude
Ha.
from the guy from
Who's
New
letting
Haven,
that go?
Connecticut. New Haven, Connecticut. What a shithole, by the way. Is charged with attempted murder in connection with a double shooting in the town of Holland, Vermont. Jan Michael Valverde, charged yesterday for the shooting of a 38-year-old guy by the name of Jason Willie and his mother, January 1st. You remember this, right?
I do.
Police believe the shooting was drug-related and that Willie was the intended target. Valverde is going to face charges of attempted murder and aggravated assault once he's extradited to Vermont. So, Weybridge. And this story I'm just going to like brush on because I can't deal with people who are sexually abusing a child. But this guy from Weybridge, that's the case, charged with abusing a child, sexually abusing a child under the age of 10 years old. Police started investigating this case back in September of 2020, which was, 2 years? That's 2 years ago, according to my math, with the arrest coming just last week.
You should have jumped up and knocked on the window. Just saying.
What's that now?
I said you should have jumped up and knocked on the window. Just
Oh,
saying.
that's all right. Well, I will, and I'll be telling that story at some point.
Yeah.
But I have to be very careful right now.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, 2 years into this investigation, and what's his name here? Benjamin James, 34 years old, aggravated sexual assault and lewd and lascivious behavior. He's been. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Try not to spit your coffee out. He's been released without bail.
Yeah. Disgusting. To say the least.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know what that is.
How can you possibly be released without bail for sexually abusing a child under the age of 10? How is that possible? Who is this lawyer that's working on his behalf to get him released without bail? This is me biting my tongue, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Because if I allow the gates to open, I'm going to get in so
Right,
much
it's not
trouble
gonna
with
be-
what I am about to.
Right.
It's right here,
Agreed.
though. It's right
Agreed.
here.
Yeah.
It just is stopping somewhere in here. It won't come off the lips here, but
Right.
I have
Agreed.
plenty to say
About that.
about this dude.
Yeah. Me too.
Private conversation. though.
But like always, things are presumable.
tar
We have to.
and feathering might come into part of the, in my mind.
Right.
Hanging someone from their fingernails. State police are trying to locate, news out of Swanton this morning, locate the owner of this Jeep. Did you hear about this? This Jeep Gladiator that was towing a flatbed trailer fell through the ice into Lake Champlain.
Yes.
Spotted partially submerged in Missisquoi Bay yesterday. Police say they don't believe that anybody was in the Jeep, but they're looking for more information. What the story doesn't say is it still partially submerged or did it break through? So they're just saying that yesterday, partially submerged. I want to know if it's gone through.
I heard this morning that it had gone through.
Look at this dude right here. Look at this dude. Let's give him a salute. Yeah, man. Right on. Anyway.
Oh, what has he got there? Oh, he's listening to his little headphones.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Maybe he's listening to us.
We're going to have
And here you are over there being a smart ass, giving him a hard time.
By God,
Sometimes
we're
you
going to
can be
have a
such
camera
dick.
outside this summer. There will be a camera outside, and we're going to be capturing moments like what just walked by us as it happens live.
What
Anyway,
did just walk by us?
I don't know what
This gentleman that was walking by,
was. It a gentleman?
happily enjoying his music in his Beats headphones, and or may even possibly have been listening to you.
When you get all of the sand and the salt that's on the sidewalk, it's easier for us to be on this side of the glass to hear the dragging of the feet.
Yes, it is.
You know that?
And I really got to do something about these windows.
Yeah, they're filthy.
It drives me crazy.
I know.
It's like my nemesis.
Yeah. Well, look at all the shit under my desk down there.
I saw that yesterday. I was actually thinking, my God, I got to get in here and clean because that is just disgusting.
Being over
when
here on
I
this side,
I see it all the time, and I always say to myself, I really need to get that stuff cleaned up. It's horrible.
when I'm over here now on this side, looking back at that desk, I
Do you
can't
tell
believe-
your daughter to keep her bedroom clean?
Oh.
I'm just curious.
damn straight?
Hypocrite.
I know. We
Oh.
we built a fort.
If her bed is messy underneath, you better forgive her, because if I showed anybody pictures of the underneath of
No,
this
don't- no.
desk,
That's not funny. Don't do that. Don't
who
do
knows
that.
what the hell we'll find
Please.
under there? Yes,
Yeah,
Michael.
don't.
And glitter.
Don't do that.
Freaking glitter. Still glitter.
The Lily and I built a fort in her room the other night,
Mm-hmm.
and the fort just got bigger and bigger,
Mm-hmm.
and there were more rooms off of the rooms. So
Well, yes,
now,
naturally.
now when you remember being a kid, you built the damn fort. So
All the
now
time.
when you open the door and you walk in, there's just a sea of there's no floor.
Blankets and
There's no floor
Yeah.
space anymore. Like when you open the door, you need to go right down to the floor and get into room 1
yeah.
to get into the room. So when you open it up, it's like probably 4 feet up is just a
Perfect height
sea
for
of
you.
blankets, which
Yeah.
is the ceiling.
Right,
It's the
right.
ceiling of the fort.
Yeah, perfect.
And
for
it all
you.
connects into the bed.
Mm-hmm.
But the room's going to be trashed for a little while.
And when it comes time to pick it all up, you're going to help her because you helped build it.
Uh, yes,
Just curious.
yes, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Whit,
I'm going to call her later and tell her that.
let's give a plug here for our other fellow podcasters that have embraced the opportunity
Yeah.
to walk through these doors and say, we want to do a podcast, and then, which is one, let's be honest, that's one thing.
Yeah. But
To-
they're doing
to-
a great job.
They're doing a great job.
They're doing
But
a great job.
just to say, hey, I want to do a podcast, to come in here and have the nads
Mm-hmm.
to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
then it's another thing, Raylene, to continue to do that beyond 2 or 3 or 4 shows. The Barry Beat podcast is now well into, I don't know how many episodes, but they're kicking
I think we'll
ass.
do episode 12 tonight, Michael.
Yeah.
I believe maybe 13, but I
So-
think tonight will be 12.
This is Michael Booten and Rich Morey, who started this podcast. I don't know when. I'm a fuzz. A couple of months ago. I don't know. But, these two guys have never done anything like this before.
Yeah.
They've never been on a mic. Michael is still learning how to use a mic.
No, he's doing so much
Well,
better.
the last one
he's
was pretty
done
good.
amazing.
I
And the
know.
one before, he's got it. He's got it.
But they've just come into this greener than green. And
Learned only a couple of lessons that weren't very long either.
no, I mean, I think I was here for the first one, maybe a second one.
I don't
than that-
even know if he uses the cheat sheet like I use. Like I have to use the cheat
cheat sheet,
still.
yeah.
I don't think.
But these guys are crushing it, and now, I think they both. Is Booten watching right now?
He's watching. He's always.
I
watching.
think these guys might have a little bit of a.
Following.
Well, they've got a following. We know that, but I think they might have a little bit of a podcast problem.
Oh yes, they're both addicted.
I knew it, man. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And
they're
Booten, man,
addicted.
it's like the wheels are turning in that dude's
Oh yeah,
head.
he's not backing up now.
He's like, what can we
all
talk
in.
about the next time? What can we
He's
talk about
all
the week
in.
after that? What can we talk about the week after that?
Yeah,
I mean, the guy's,
he's all in.
he's like, he's doing well. I mean, they're both doing great.
They're doing great, and all political. And let's face it, some of that stuff is extremely boring. Nobody really wants to talk about it, but just like a lot of other things, it needs to be talked about. And
Damn straight.
they break it down.
Yeah, they do.
They take the city council meetings and pick them apart.
Yes.
They try extremely hard to keep their opinions
Right.
light.
Yeah.
I mean, they certainly voice their opinion,
Unlike
but
here.
they try to keep them light.
Right.
Where
But we have strong opinions, much stronger opinions here, but it's generally about stuff that is not necessarily local government related. and
Correct.
super ultra
Correct.
local politic related.
yeah.
So these guys I mean, let's be honest. They're treading a fine line, okay?
Yes. But I
They're-
think they tread
it's-
it well. I think
it's a-
they are very. They do.
yeah,
it really well.
absolutely. Absolutely. They have to craft things
Mhm.
just right. It's kind of like putting all the ingredients in the bowl and
Right.
getting mixed up. If you got too much baking soda in there, the bread's not going to come out just quite right. So there's a very fine balance of how they have to do this.
Mhm.
And frankly,
They
and then
can't
they
just
know this.
jump the mics like we do and raise a little hell and
Right. But
do
they,
like we did this morning. Where, okay, JD, here we go.
yeah,
You know.
they know this. You know this. I don't want to touch that shit with a 10-foot pole.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. It's the local politic thing is. I mean, yeah, of course we've got to. We'll brush on it every now and then. But we don't get into the nuts and bolts.
And we're better off not to because we don't know
That's just not my
either.
thing, man.
We're not right. Exactly.
I
We
like
don't
the
have enough
human interest
information.
stories. I like to have people in here. I like to hear their stories. I like to. It's a different angle. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we've said that our niche is that we don't have a niche. I mean,
Right.
that's our niche. But these boys have a niche, and
And though we don't have the political niche, we do hold the city and the town of Barrie very dear to our heart.
yes,
And we still want to promote everything about it.
yeah, of course,
Always. I mean,
Of course.
we love it. And
you bet.
we just don't want to be a part of the nuts and bolts,
Yeah,
I
right.
guess.
Let Booten and Rich talk about the electric car charging stations and the Wheelock House and the options tax and all that. I mean, Cody Morrison's in here every Monday from
Mhm.
Barrie Area Development, and of
Right.
course we talk about these things a little bit, but
Right.
I purposely don't go down any kind of rabbit hole because that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
It's just not.
And we can't. We really need to. I, however, have jumped on board to help the boys out a bit, so
I
I
see
can
that.
kind of moderate some of the questions,
Sure.
and not questions necessarily, but comments.
Yeah,
that
right.
Are coming in, and
Well, you're hitting a hot button, man.
like all things that have happened, people rather comment than ask question.
Sure.
And the main purpose of what they are doing is to
Spark questions.
spark questions,
Yeah.
and so that they can answer them, and
Yeah.
people in the public have the chance to answer them.
Sure.
Maybe somebody knows something, believe it or not, that
Yeah.
you don't know, that they can share.
Right.
And that's the purpose.
Sure.
And the comments sometimes of the back and forth and the pettiness and the
Yeah.
there is really no need at
Right.
our ages
Of course.
to be name calling and mudslinging, and let's just have an open discussion
You're right.
like adults.
Booten's going to hate me for saying this, but I think that those people that are dropping those comments, first of all, you're right. They should be questions, not comments. But I think if you're going to post up a comment like that with your name attached to it, I think, and I don't know whether or not comments can be shut off, but I think people should be willing to.
Well, they'll be
Call.
removed.
I think they should be able to call a phone number and Booten put them on the air live, and go down that.
We don't want to waste our time with that.
Well, that's true.
I mean,
Well,
why?
good point. Good
Why?
point. Good point.
That's
Good
why
point.
would we want to
Because
do that?
you're right. It's just
They've
a pissing
already
match.
made an ass out of themselves
Yeah.
in the comment thread, and I just removed them.
Listen, here's the thing.
We don't
if
have
you
time
can't,
for that.
right,
This is serious stuff,
right.
and we're
If you
trying
can't
to
bring
keep it
if
that way.
if you can't bring anything constructive to the comment section, then don't waste the space, the time.
Right, just don't listen then. Just don't
Yeah,
listen.
if you don't if you can't if you're not into what's being said,
That's my
turn
take
on your Netflix and watch My Big Fat Great Italian Gypsy Wedding,
something. But
Love Island.
it's just Yeah.
Do something else with your time. But if you want to get involved and be part of the conversation, not be part of the conversation.
yeah.
You don't
ask
have to
questions.
you don't have to agree, but
And you can certainly disagree, but you can ask a question that
Yeah.
shows you disagree
sure,
without calling names.
being a bonehead.
Yeah, just ask a question, generate conversation, and
That's right.
then that is going to tell you more about the other person
Yeah.
than your comment did.
Sure.
Your
Of course.
comment gets you nowhere.
So Barry Beat is usually live Monday nights at 7:00.
Yes.
These guys started out, I think the first few they were like pre-taping, and then they were like,
I was like, come on, just do it.
right.
Yeah, and then you were really getting on their case. Just go live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're going live.
That's right. That's what they did one night. They were like, fuck it, we're just going to go live. And they did. And they've not turned back. And they've gotten better and better and better and better.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. Yeah, big time. Things change when you go live.
Admittedly, even I am starting to feel more comfortable.
Live's the only way to go.
I definitely feel more comfortable when you're over here and I'm over there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Interesting.
but this was actually okay. I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you know how to do your own podcast. So when is the Raylene
I
Minier
don't know. For
podcast gonna
God's
launch?
sakes, we talk about it all the time. We've talked about that. If and when I do it, I will. I think that I would really like to call it "Thick of Things."
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd like to do is really get to the thick of
There's
lot of
no
things.
if. There's no if. You said if and when. Take
Right.
if out.
Well, no, the if part is the name.
Oh.
Because that's what I want to do.
That's
I
fine.
want to really get to the thick of things.
Yeah.
But what the hell is a logo for that?
I got it. I got it right here.
That scares the
I
shit
got it.
out of me.
Val and I will sell you our logo ideas.
Listen, Val's helping me already. Are you kidding me? But I may have to change it to a different name.
Well, that's fine.
That means the same thing.
You have a lot to share. You have life experience that I can't even scratch the surface on. I can't. It's like you're light years away from a different life than I've lived. I'm fascinated by it. I love what you have to bring, the stories and the real life experience that you've had, things that not many know about. And
That's
I
for sure.
I think people are going to be intrigued at the absolute least.
And not things that and really there's nothing that I'm not willing to share.
Yeah, I know that.
I know that I've been through a lot of shit. I know I've done a lot of shit, and I'm willing to say that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I was just talking to Pappas about this actually.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I know.
With who I am and where I'm at,
Yeah.
and what I've done, and
Right.
what I've done to dig myself out of the hole.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
We're all on a
And
road, man. We're
That's
all
the
on
only
a
thing that
road.
matters to me. If I can lay my head down every night, know that I did something
Yeah, made a difference.
during that day to make a difference, even if it was something as silly as opening a door
Sure.
and making somebody smile.
Make somebody smile. Yeah, make them laugh.
If
Sure.
I know that my kids, I can go to bed, lay my head down, and know my kids can be proud of me.
You got that camera? Can you throw that camera on?
Yes. I think,
Oh my God, are we missing this?
yes, we are missing it because
Oh my God,
it's the camera's not coming on. Sorry.
It's okay.
That was funny.
She just hawked a loogie.
No, she didn't.
Yes, and you missed it.
Oh, well, I'm glad I missed it.
Singing top of her lungs into her cell phone with that lucky person on the other end of that line. Wow. But anyway, on a serious note, yes, you're going to launch this son of a bitch, and I'm going to continue to put a heap of pressure on you. You've got it all. You technically, you're there. You've got it. You know which buttons to press, which order to press them.
Yeah.
And
I'm fine with the button pressing. What I'm not fine with is jumping on this thing
yeah,
and immediately looking this thing
yeah,
straight in its
I
little
understand.
eyeball
Yeah, sure.
and all of a sudden talking.
Pay
It's just
no
freaking weird to me.
Pay no
and I could
attention.
never, like you, sit here and have a conversation with just me. Like you go live with just you in here all the time and just run your mouth constant. I could not do that. Yeah, I haven't lost that many marbles yet. I think that's
I've lost
the problem.
a few. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was always alone up in the Froggy studio when I was on the air too. So
Yeah, well, that's why.
Right.
I think that's the difference. Is that, I mean, you're used to that, and
Right.
I'm not used to that at all.
I think
just seems weird to me.
I think you and Dottie should kick things off as your first guest. I think you should get a pizza and a bottle of wine, maybe two, and just sit down and eat some pizza, burp, fart.
I'm just guessing that we're not going to do that.
Scratch yourself.
Yeah.
Have fun and just
I'm
let
thinking
fly.
That's
If you got some gas, you just let it go. It does. We're all real. We're all here on the same page. We don't need to edit anything out. We will never do that.
No, we won't do that. But
I haven't ripped one on the air yet. Rusty Deweese has.
my God.
But at some point, I'm sure I will. And hey, what am I hiding? There's nothing to hide here. We're all human beings. If we got to rip, we got to rip.
All right. That's enough of that dumbass spin. Let's do the weather so that you can go potty so that we can walk up street and
I go potty
do the
now.
things that we have to do.
I had to go potty for an hour.
Well, you sit there and dance a little longer.
Well,
So today we have mainly cloudy, breezy to windy at times, a late day high in the mid-30s. I hope so.
We'll
It's
take it.
freaking cold.
we'll take it.
South to southeast winds 10 to 25 miles per hour with
That's
higher
windy.
gust in the northern hills.
Yep.
Tonight, thickening clouds and breezy, scattered light rain showers developing near daybreak
Mm-hmm.
Along the Quebec border.
Mm-hmm.
An evening low 32 to 35.
That's not bad.
Perfect.
Yep.
Temperatures rising through the 30s to the near 40 overnight.
That's nice. That's the warm front.
South
That's the
to
wind.
southwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour.
That's
so
the
south
wind right there. See, it's the warmer
So
wind.
tomorrow we'll be able to wear T-shirts.
That's the warmer air that's blowing easterly.
Thursday, gray with light rain. Temperatures rising through the 40s to low 50s.
Yes!
Potential for rising rivers, ice breakup, and ice jams. Southwest breeze 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Who's the camera on right now, me or you?
It's on me
Oh, good.
because I'm reading the freaking weather.
Good, because I almost blew out my eye socket.
Oh, my God. Thursday night. Overcast, raining likely, moderate at times, potential for rising rivers combined with snow belt, ice break, and ice jams.
Oh, yeah.
Rain transition to freezing rain and sleety snow during the morning commute.
Yeah.
Producing hazardous travel, a
Yeah.
low upper teens to mid-20s. Friday, a wintry mix with some minor glazing early, changing to light accumulating snow, a dusting to an inch.
It's not bad.
That's not accumulating.
No, that's
in
not-
my
that's
mind.
nothing.
That's like nothing. Partial clearing, colder in the afternoon, a high 15 to 20. Saturday, brief morning sunshine, then mostly cloudy, chance for light accumulating snow showers or flurries by midday, a low around 0 to 5 above.
Oh,
Roger, you are not winning any points with me.
No.
A
It is
high
Roger's fault.
25 to 30. Sunday, high cloudiness with hints of sunshine and breezy, a low in the single digits and a high around 32. Average lows, mid-single digits to low teens, average high range, upper 20s to around 32.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay. So we got a warm spell coming, and there's
For a
going to
day, again.
be the cold
maybe
air, the cold air aloft or down low or whatever the hell it is might make for some slick roads. So just because it's raining doesn't mean that you can drive 100 miles an hour on Route 302. Slow the hell down because you could get some icy spots,
All right.
right?
I'm noticing when I'm looking over here that there's some shit all over this computer screen.
Like what kind of
So,
shit?
I don't know. So you have stuff under your desk that can speak.
Oh, you kicking it with your feet? Are you kicking it?
Well, yeah, because my feet touch the floor. Anyways, guys, that's a wrap. And we hope you all have a great day.
Woo!
And we'll see you at 2.
We will.
Please sign.
We will.
See us then.